Bob. So we're going to start off with Tequila Sunrise. I think the difficulty you had with it was because we had this funky sort of G6 riff going on with quite a tricky strumming pattern. Obviously the strumming pattern is difficult because your hand has to change speed. It has to go into double time temporarily, which does make things a little bit more awkward. And just so you know, the reason why I'm glancing around the room is for two reasons. One, because I've got the chords written down over here. Two, because there's a number of daddy long legs which keep nearly hitting me in the face. So I might take one out halfway through. There's something to look forward to. Anyway, what we're going to do is actually start with the chorus with that strumming pattern and then go back to the intro, because I feel like they're going to be chords which you're more familiar with, and then hopefully we can that'll help you get that down, and then by the time you get to doing that bit, it will just be that little bit more familiar. So what I'd recommend is get yourself a thin pick, hold it very, very lightly, and you really just want to sort of brush over the strings. Yeah, even just doing little blasts of, you know, just to get that kind of fluency. The actual strumming pattern itself is, which slowed down is very difficult because it has those two ups, and as I say, the change of speed really doesn't help. So it's down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up. So if we just start that with that, so that'll be down, down, up, down, up. Yeah, once you've got that, then you need to do another up. The difficulty is obviously because your brain associates that motion with the sound, so it's going to want to try and do the next up strum as a down strum. So that's where it gets tricky. To make life slightly easier, what you could do is actually add in a down strum. So you do like that, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It could be one way of doing it, or doing where I'm just tapping the body of my guitar. So down, down, up, down, up, tap, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, tap, up, down, up. That tap is, once again, it's just keeping your brain happy, because then it's like I'm making a downward motion, I'm hearing a sound. So you might just need to just sit there with a couple of chords. Yeah, and then it's going to be a case of trying to do that strumming pattern while you're moving between these chords. So looking across at all of the chord changes, let's see, I would say probably E minor to A minor would be your easiest change out of those. Oh, sorry, I've just knocked the mic. So yeah, we're looking at the chorus at the moment. So we've got an E minor to A minor change, so doing repeating around like that, or even maybe just do a couple on E minor. Yeah, and remember the big fat cheats. So as you're changing between your chords, you don't change at the very last second, so you're not changing in a fraction of a beat. So if I'm changing from E minor to A minor, as long as that strumming pattern stays constant, you can get away with murder, and you can leave it quite early if you need to. Ideally around beat 4, something like that. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, even just getting used to just like making yourself actually leave the fretboard while keeping that strumming pattern going. And then we're gonna run through the chorus, which is E minor C, E minor C, then A minor D, which is going to be I believe. I'm not sure. I might have changed those chords a little bit too quick. I think that is right, actually. Sorry to digress. Right, anyway, so that will hopefully take you through the chorus. So in terms of the actual chord changes, we've got E minor 2, 3, 4, C 2, 3, 4, E minor 2, 3, 4, then C 2, 3, 4, E minor 2, 3, then C 2, 3, 4, A minor 2, 3, then D7 2, 3. Pretty sure that's right. I might have added in an extra E minor and C, but broadly that's where you're at. So then when you're going and taking on the verse, we'll still leave the G6 change for a minute. So we're going to do G, G, then D, then A minor, then D, then G. I can slow that down actually if you want me to. So that will be G, and again G, then D, then A minor, straight to D, back to G. Okay. Then the next bit is going to be to finally get this annoying little riff down. If you've locked those chord changes together with that very challenging strumming pattern or a derivation, so if you want to slightly simplify it or add in that down strum, then do that. Then you should be pretty well set to being able to do this. And the first part, that first little spinny thing, so I'm being attacked by Daddy Longlegs. I knew the bastard was going to come at some point. So the change to a G6 is there. So the change, as the chord comes in, it doesn't actually come in on a strum, it comes in between them as well. So we have G, that, and then after that you hammer on with your index finger. Yeah, and again you might just want to loop that round. You could even get a backing track which is the same tempo, which is about that, which I reckon's probably about 110 BPM. I could be miles off on that though. My concept of tempo is awful. Yeah. Once you got that, then yeah, so it comes off on that very last up strum, so there. Yeah, and it comes off there. Yeah, on that very last up strum, the index finger comes off, so it's on, off. That should get through most of the way through Tequila Sunrise. There might be a bridge, I can't remember, but that should dig you through most of it. And to be honest, the strumming pattern's going to stay the same. It'll only be a change in the chord structure, I would imagine.